Hi guys, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for clicking on any of my videos. I do sincerely appreciate your time. This week I mainly worked on my share shawl and I actually got it finished. It's being pinned right now. It's being blocked right now down in my basement. And being finished so far ahead of when I have to get it shipped has really started to work into my brain a little bit, like second guessing myself. Is she gonna like it? Should I do another one and weigh them out in my head? I really felt like I got the perfect yarn and the perfect pattern together, but then I felt less and less like that, but then I felt more like that when I blocked it. So I don't know if I'm going to end up giving her this one or not, and so I don't know how I'm going to share it with you based on when I ship it to her. So I'm still thinking about all of that, but I'm glad, at least if I have to be done with it, I'm done now, and I'm not one to wait until the last minute on anything. So it's kind of not surprising to me that I'm already done with it. But I wanted to specifically shout out to the other players in the share shawl. I did list them in my video last week, I think it was, but I didn't say anything about it. And so I want to make sure that you guys understand that there are 6 of us that are doing this, and we are trying to share each other's audience with each other. And so if you don't already know these folks and are subscribed to them, please go check them out. We've got lots of different viewpoints for, crochet content and yarny goodness. So, here's a couple of others to go check out in case you haven't seen them already. So Slow Crochet, we've got Mary from Slow Crochet, and Janet Kay is from Flourish, Faith, and Fiber. Sydney is from Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration. Jessie is from Sweet Moments by Jessie, and Connie is by Connie's Crafty Corner. So again, I'm going to have them all listed down below in my description box. So go ahead and go give them a check. Check them out, whatever. So since I was kind of focused on that this week, I really didn't get a whole lot of anything else done. I did work on a scrap blanket a little bit more, and it's one of those where your scraps kind of overwhelm you, or can overwhelm you. I've got so many more scraps than I ever thought I did. And for some people, a scrap is a tiny little ball. For others, it can be a big ball like this. I'm not sure what this is, where it came from, what brand or anything like that, but I'm using it in this project because you can only use so many little pieces together. At some point, you've got to put some other bigger pieces in there. So I try to be thoughtful of the colors. I try to be, I give a lot of thought to making something look random. I don't know if any of you guys do that. Let me know down below if that's your thought process as well. But it's really, I get a little OCD about it, a little control freak about it, and it's scrap, so it's not supposed to have all that pattern or color structure or give you any grief, but somehow here we are. So this one's just a lap blanket, and it's done in the 2 rows of double crochet at the same time, which is my total. I love to work this stitch up in a blanket. So you can see it works up very, very fast. And I've got a tutorial on this stitch in case you have not seen that before. But basically you are completing 2 rows of double crochet at the same time. So as you see here, oops, from here to here, it looks like 1 double crochet. And then from here to here, looks like a second double crochet. And that's all done at once, as you see here. So I think it's a really great stitch to use if you're trying to just burn through yarn like I was doing. I wasn't, I hate to say it, but again, under the weather from, I think, going to my grandchild's school event for Grandparents' Day. Yeah, so Thursday after, when her mom came to pick up the kids, Thursday night, I went to bed about 6 o'clock, slept all through the night to the next morning, took a nap yesterday afternoon, and then went to bed right after dinner again, about 7:30 or so until this morning. So I'm still a little foggy in my brain, and I wasn't in the place to really look for a new pattern and work on something new. So just working on this was a really good time passer for me. I need to still be working on something even if my mind isn't in it. But again, I'm one of those who really tries to not put the same color too close to each other. I try to separate it a little bit, try to keep it looking random. So again, a lap blanket, almost done. Maybe a row or two left. And then I don't generally border these, but I think on this one I do want to put a border on it. And I did want to pick a color that I had enough of so that it was one solid color around the whole thing. We do, you know, all sorts of donations things through my work, and I've got some blankets that I'm going to put into that bin again this year, and so this was going to be one of them. So I'll get that one finished here shortly, and then I'll still have my 2 strands. So if I didn't say it, so last week I think I said it before when I was talking about this, we all know that, you know, worsted weight can be very different from each other. That 4 weight can have a very large difference between being fat or being thin. So I tried to separate this blanket to all my sort of fatter ones, fatter 4s, and I'm using my 5mm eye hook. And then the one that I'm working with the thinner yarns, I've put 2 of those together, and I'm holding 2 strands of yarn at the same time. And I think I'm on my either a 6.5 or a 7 hook on that 7mm hook. So that gets a little hot on my lap, so I have to only work on that one in stretches. But this one I can work on like nonstop and just go. I can't tell you how many rows I finished even this morning. I think I worked at least on this blue one. So I got quite a bit done this morning, just kind of sitting here talking through what my video was going to be. Since I wasn't going to show you my share shawl, I wanted to be sure to talk about some other yarny stuff that was happening for me this week. So yeah, a little short video for me. I usually try to get them a little bit longer than this to be appreciative of your time, but I won't ramble for no reason. So thank you all for your time. I hope you're doing well. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I do hope you'll come back and see me again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.